is the first lap completed. Max is leading the race. Then it's Leclerc, followed by Norris and followed by Piastri and Norris. So great launch, great start there for Leclerc. Leclerc getting good launch of the line and putting a lot of pressure on Max, but Max keeping his nerves calm and kept the lead. Leclerc putting a lot of pressure on Verstappen down the main straights as well, but Verstappen positioned his car absolutely beautifully and maintains the lead of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix as we begin lap 2 of 52. And the gap out at front is 1.1 seconds now, but at the start, oh my, I just thought for a moment that Leclerc has taken the lead and we might see a good race, but now Verstappen is running away with this race and the McLarens are putting pressure on the Ferrari of Leclerc now. Definitely the data suggests from practice that McLaren are definitely way more quicker than Ferrari. In the race pace, Ferrari is third quickest, fourth quickest, Mercedes is second quickest and McLaren are the third quickest. So let's follow on. Here comes Oscar Piastri through the Mickey Mouse section, the sector 3. Keeping close proximity of Charles Leclerc here, Oscar Piastri, who had a great qualifying yesterday, started third, still third, and the top 3 maintaining their positions. I should say the top 5 rather. George Russell running in P5, Charles Leclerc running P2. So keep an eye on the Mercedes-Ferrari battle as well as we start lap 3 of 58. Max Verstappen is still the leader, and the gap out at front is 1.3 seconds. And Leclerc, Verstappen has an advantage of 1.3 seconds. Piastri very close behind Leclerc within a gap of 0.8 seconds. So yeah, Verstappen till now successful to keep out of DRS range of Charles Leclerc, but Leclerc surely will be pushing on this lap as he tries to gain DRS, and Leclerc is within DRS range of Max Verstappen and is on the main straight with the slipstream. No DRS this time, gaining all the time, is gaining. But without DRS, very hard to overtake around Abu Dhabi here. The drivers break for the chicane and for the second dose of DRS. Here goes Sergio Perez on Lewis Hamilton down the side of the chicane, and Sergio Perez makes the move stick and moves up into 9th position I should say, sorry. Lewis Hamilton, who started 11th, has dropped, gained 2 places, has now lost 1 and is currently running in 10th. Carlos Sainz started 16th, is running 13th, and with the help of DRS, Leclerc able to catch up to Verstappen, but not by much. Let's take a look at the restart. Let's take a look at the start again. Leclerc got a great launch of the line. Verstappen immediately covering off Leclerc, but Leclerc already alongside and ahead of Max Verstappen, but Verstappen braking late and keeping ahead of Leclerc there. But Leclerc through this turns 2, 3 and 4 able to keep in close proximity of Verstappen there and keep putting a lot of pressure on him on the main straight. Here comes the hairpin of turn 5. Leclerc thinks of a lunge but doesn't go for. Verstappen goes deep, and Leclerc with a great exit, great run and better straight line speed in the Red Bull is improving all the time, is improving. Almost overtakes Verstappen, but the straight falls short and Verstappen maintains the lead by braking late again. And through again this second back straight, Leclerc again better exit, better traction, better straight line speed, was able to get alongside Verstappen but unable to pass him. As we take a look from the onboard of Sergio Perez there, who started 9th, lost out a few positions at the start. Lewis Hamilton overtaking him off the track to say the least, but now Perez has taken the position back from Lewis and they are running 9th and 10th respectively. As out at front, Max Verstappen has an advantage of 1.5 seconds for Leclerc, and then followed by Norris and Piastri. So yeah, didn't notice it, the McLarens have swapped the position, and so it's Norris leading Piastri in 3rd and 4th, then Russell running in 5th, then it's Tsunoda, Alonso, Gasly, Perez and Hamilton. Norris started 5th, was able to overtake Russell at the start and then swapped positions with his teammate and is currently running in 3rd. So yeah, the data suggests that the McLaren is within a 10th of the Red Bull in terms of race pace. So yeah, let's keep an eye on the McLaren. If we can put especially Norris, if we can put some pressure on Verstappen for this race late, as here the replay of Norris getting past his teammate, easy move with the help of DRS. Lap 5:58, Verstappen still the leader, gap out the front is 1.5 seconds, and here is George Russell very close behind Oscar Piastri and looking to make a move and improve, strengthen Mercedes' position in the constructor standings battle for P2 with Ferrari. At the moment, Ferrari scoring 18 points with Leclerc, Mercedes scoring 11 points with Russell and Hamilton. So if it stands as it is, Mercedes will lose the constructor standings battle by 7 points to Ferrari. So yeah, Russell and Hamilton both will try to improve their positions as much as possible. As here comes George Russell with DRS down the first main straight. The straight falls short into the braking zone of the chicane. We'll try to get a better exit, better traction, and does so with DRS on board with George Russell. Is gaining all the time, but the McLaren definitely much faster than the Mercedes, so not gaining much there, and Russell maintains the position of 5th position at the moment. But at the restart, oh my, I really just thought that we might have seen a dream start for Ferrari and Leclerc, getting a better launch of the line similar to Lewis got in 2021, but there was a tire offset definitely there. But Leclerc got much better start than Verstappen, but Verstappen with his race pace, like track awareness, kept the lead of the race, and is currently leading by 1.6 seconds as we start lap 6 of 58 for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, followed by Leclerc, who is still followed very closely by Lando Norris, and then Oscar Piastri and Russell hold the position. And down the grid, there's some battles between Hamilton and Perez, also battle for P12 between Stroll and Sainz, and in comes the pits. Magnussen comes in for the pits. I'm not sure it's a scheduled pit stop or maybe a front wing change. We will find it out. But as I said, Russell following very closely behind Oscar Piastri, and surely will be trying to make a move. So yeah, I think it was a scheduled pit stop for Kevin Magnussen. Not sure why. 3.5 seconds slow stop on the medium set of tires. So strategy for today's race is 2 stop and 1 stop. There's like so there was a huge lockup, like a very huge lockup there for Kevin Magnussen, which might have surely flat spotted his tires, and so that's why he has come into the pits. But yeah, what I was explaining about the strategy was there's only 2 preferable strategies, the 1 stop and the 2 stop. The soft are definitely out of the way, so the people who have started on mediums might prefer medium hard or medium hard according to the way the medium tires last. Also maybe there's a possibility of a 1 stop on the hard medium, but which might require a lot of tire conservation, so I think most of the teams might go for a medium hard. So yeah, as I said, the driver standings at the constructor standings at the moment, Ferrari at the moment will score 406 points, Mercedes will score 403 points. So yeah, Mercedes will lose out to Ferrari by 4 points, but still a long race to go. Only 7 laps have been done, and Mercedes will definitely be looking to improve their positions and regain that P2 place back in the championship. As the gap out in front, 1.6 seconds, still Verstappen has an advantage, is maintaining that lead around 1.6 seconds, and is controlling the pace out there, but still not running away as we expect him to, like pulling a gap of 1 second every lap. So yeah, let's see if there might be a battle for lead at the end stages of the race. Lando Norris within DRS range of Charles Leclerc, but here comes George Russell behind Oscar Piastri. Piastri doesn't have DRS, Russell has DRS, but Russell thinks it's not better this time. He will have a look at Piastri on the second back straight. Russell following very closely behind Oscar Piastri here, gap down to 2/10, and Russell with DRS is gaining in the slipstream. DRS extra 20 km/h advantage, moves alongside him and makes the most stick. Brakes late into the left-hander, but Oscar Piastri comes back, similar to the F2 move, but Oscar Piastri, great racing there. Oscar Piastri braking late and keeping ahead of George Russell there and maintaining his 4th position. So yeah, great racing between the 2 young drivers. Russell trying to make a move on Piastri down to DRS range, unable to do so. So yeah, Ricardo radio, possible tear off in the one of the front trucks. We are checking. Okay, so there might be a possible tear off in Ricardo's diffuser, air duct, sorry. So he might come into the pits very soon to remove that diffuser, so remove that tear off. So yeah, unlucky Ricardo there, already had a poor qualifying and had this moment in the race. So yeah, not good for him, and as confirmed, Ricardo is in the pits now and will be pitting and removing that tear off from his air duct. And let's follow again on the battle between Piastri and Russell. Again, Piastri doesn't have DRS, Russell has. Let's see what the Brit can do to strengthen his team's position in P2 in the constructor standings. As here, Lando Norris with DRS is trying to gain over Charles Leclerc, and behind in the background, there's George Russell trying to gain over Oscar Piastri. Tries things to go for a lunge, doesn't do so. But as I said, the second dose of DRS coming very shortly. Round the second back straight, Russell very close behind Oscar Piastri, but a bit far off as he was on the last lap. Russell with DRS is gaining all the time, but the straight fall shots and the hold position for the second lap in a row. Out at front, as I said, Verstappen maintaining a lead of 1.5 seconds, not much, not less, lap 8 of 58 for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And now I think the starts have been done, the race is settled, and the teams will be looking to conserve the tires more and looking at a bigger picture rather than going for overtakes. So as I said, the 2 stops is the preferable strategy, so tire conservation is a bit of a less of issue, but the teams who are thinking of a 1 stop, like Leclerc, I think, Leclerc did a 1 stop last year and was able to secure P2 to the driver standings with the courtesy of it. So yeah, the teams who are opting for a 1 stop strategy will surely be looking for more tire conservation as compared to the teams going for a 2 stop. As Piastri Russell part 3, Russell very close behind Piastri in this lap as compared to the last 2 laps, taking wide line into the exit of turn 5 so that he gets a better traction, better launch, better exit. And here with DRS, as I said, extra 20 km/h advantage, and Russell is gaining all the time. Again looks for a lunge but doesn't go for it, and here comes Sergio Perez on Pierre Gasly, goes for the move. Oh, that was a lunge and a half, but the 2 drivers maintain their positions in 8th and 9th. As let's focus again on Russell and Piastri. Russell with DRS is gaining, is very close, is wheel to wheel with Oscar Piastri. Again similar move, Russell round the outside, Piastri in the inside. Piastri maintains his position again. It's the same move as it was 2 laps earlier. Russell trying to make this move stick around the outside. Oscar Piastri with the inside line is able to brake late and maintain his position. As if you might have seen in the F2 as well, the same move between Zayn Maloney and Frederick Vesti. So for the 3rd lap in a row, Piastri keeps Russell at bay, and this is really hampering Mercedes' chance of getting P2 in the constructor standings, because as I said in practice data, Mercedes were the 2nd quickest team and the closest competitor to Red Bull. So Russell will surely try to make work of Oscar Piastri as soon as possible and chase after Lando Norris and the front running pack of Leclerc and Verstappen. Again, part 4 of Russell and Piastri, and also part 2 of the battle between Perez and Gasly. As we begin lap 10 of 58, 15% race done, and it's Max Verstappen, as I said, maintaining a constant gap of 1.3 seconds behind Charles Leclerc, who is maintaining a constant gap of 1.3 seconds behind Lando Norris. As Piastri Russell part 4, here comes George Russell again with DRS, is gaining on the main straight, again tries to go for a move, but thinks that staying behind is much better. Part 2 of the move, again with DRS, Russell is gaining but is a long way behind Oscar Piastri, and I think he won't be able to make the move. Again the same move, Russell round the outside, Piastri round the inside. So yeah, in this corner, since it has been resurfaced in 2021, the outside moves have really been very rare, because the inside line just has a slight camber around the inside, which allows the driver with the inside line to brake a bit later than the driver is around the outside. Remember the move from Lewis and Verstappen in 2021, where Lewis tried to overtake Verstappen around the outside, but Verstappen with the inside line was able to keep his positions. As we start lap 11 of 58 for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, again positions gap out in front is at a constant, and as I said, the strategies are, if for a 1 stop, the ideal pit window is 23 laps, and for a 2 stop the ideal pit window is 15 laps. So yeah, the teams who might be opting for a 2 stop, don't be surprised if they come into the pits very soon and try for an undercut attempt. Okay, so take 5, I think this is it, because Russell is very close to Piastri this time round. The gap is around 5 tenths. Piastri radio. This is Oscar defending well tire management. So yeah, Oscar's engineer praising Oscar for his defense and tire management there. Here comes George Russell. Oscar Piastri locks up. This gives an opportunity to George Russell. I think it's done now. Oscar Piastri locked up into the chicane. George Russell almost pushing Oscar Piastri through the chicane, and with DRS, Russell is gaining. Piastri defends the inside line, but Russell with DRS has the advantage and makes the move stick now. Covers the inside line before the braking zone, and a slight mistake for Piastri. Locked up into turn 6, which gave the opportunity to George Russell, and Russell ready to pounce and move side of Piastri. and surely will focus on catching up in the drivers ahead, which are Norris and Leclerc. So yeah, great move there for Russell. Was building a lot of pressure for the large finals on Oscar Piastri. So Oscar Piastri, being a rookie, locked up there, which gives the opportunity to George Russell, and Russell accepted the opportunities with both hands. So yeah, beautiful move there. And as George Russell moves up into P4, as we begin lap 12 of 58 for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, it's Verstappen again, the same gap, 1.5 seconds, but Norris has dropped off kind of behind Leclerc. The gap now 2.2 seconds. Verstappen radio, right front is slowly getting a bit hurt. So yeah, only 13 laps on this set of tires, and the drivers, especially Verstappen, who is quite good on tire management, complaining about the left front graining. So yeah, maybe 4 or 5 laps and the drivers might be coming in for their pit stops. As here is Oscar Piastri, who was passed by George Russell on the last lap, is under pressure by Yuki Tsunoda on this lap. The battle for 5th position is heating up as Yuki Tsunoda, his best qualifying position of his career, started 6th, and is putting pressure on Oscar Piastri. As here comes Sergio Perez trying to make a move on Pierre Gasly. This move has been coming for a very long laps, but Pierre Gasly doesn't have DRS. Sergio Perez very close behind him, and Sergio Perez with DRS, the superior straight line speed of the Red Bull, is gaining, but Gasly has the inside line, but Perez swoops round the inside and covers the line and makes move over Pierre Gasly and moves up into P8, and very close behind them is Lewis Hamilton, who is trying to pick up the scraps and will definitely try to improve his position, which might strengthen Mercedes' position in the battle for the P2 in the constructors. As things stands, Ferrari will be edging ahead of the Mercedes for the constructor standings by just 1 point. So yeah, the fight for the P2 is definitely on, and it's, I would say, more on Lewis and Sainz than Leclerc and Russell, because Leclerc and Russell are doing their best, running 2nd and 4th, but it's now based where Hamilton and Sainz can finish, and where the teams can finish in the standings as well. As in comes Fernando Alonso for his first pit stop. Scheduled pit stop was around lap 13, lap 15, sorry, lap 13 at the moment. So yeah, kind of in the pit window. Clean stop there for Fernando, 3-second stop, and now Lewis moves up into 9th position. So the constructor standings is now level pegging on points. So yeah, as the laps pass by, the standings will be getting more and more interesting, as here we focus on Lewis Hamilton trying to make a move on Pierre Gasly there. Gasly, as I said, passed by Sergio Perez on the last lap, doesn't have DRS, and Lewis with DRS is gaining all the time on Gasly, but stays behind Gasly now. Similar to his teammate, will try to make a move around the second DRS zone, is quite behind Gasly at the moment, but let's see what he can do with DRS. With slipstream 25 km/h extra advantage, Lewis is gaining here. Is gaining all the time, but the straight fall shots and the two drivers hold their position, as we will keep an eye on them as well. As I said, out at front, the gap between the Red Bull and the Ferrari staying at constant like 1.5 seconds, but the McLaren, there's like a certain drop off in pace, as the gap is reduced to now 3 seconds, and the gap between Russell and Norris between in 3rd and 4th is slowly, not at rapid rate, slowly and steadily coming down by a 10th or 2 per lap, as in comes Oscar Piastri, who was definitely struggling throughout this whole stint. Let's see what tires he goes on. I think it might be the medium, I think, not sure. In comes Oscar Piastri in his grid marks. Clean stop there for the McLaren boys, and it's the hard tires. So I think it's a medium, or maybe medium hard strategy for the McLaren crew, but surely a 2-stop there for the McLaren, as out comes Oscar Piastri of the pits into P15. Just ahead of him is Logan Sargent, who might be running his last Formula 1 race. Nothing has been confirmed yet at the moment, but considering his performances throughout this season, and many rookies waiting in the line to take that seat at Williams, which is the last unconfirmed seat for the next 2024 Formula 1 season. If Sargent is able to score some points, he might be able to get that seat, but or else I think he might be losing a seat. Let's hope. I really hope, because Sargent is a great driver, great talent. Let's see, can get a seat next season. As I said, Oscar Piastri comes out of the pits in P15, and right behind him is Fernando Alonso, who is putting a lot of pressure on Oscar Piastri. Alonso pitted 1 lap earlier, has fresher tires, warmer tires, but Oscar Piastri, similar to the last lap, locks up into the chicane, which gives an opportunity to Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso with DRS is gaining all the time, but Oscar Piastri for the 6th or 7th time defends the inside line and keeps Alonso at bay. And as things stand, Ferrari scoring 18 points, Mercedes scoring 12 and 4 16 points. So the drivers constructor standings going to the favor of Mercedes by 2 points. So yeah, as I said, the standings changing the positions all laps as in comes Lando Norris for his pit stop. Oh, that's a slow stop. And George Russell overtakes Lando Norris in the pit lane. That was a slow stop for, oh, that's interesting. Russell and Norris running third and fourth. Slow stop there for Norris, 5.1 second. A bit faster stop there for Russell with a 2.9 second stops. And both the drivers swap positions in the pit lane, which is very helpful for Mercedes in terms of their fight for constructor standings with Ferrari. And both of those drivers come out ahead of Oscar Piastri, who pitted one lap earlier. So yeah, the undercut not successful there for Oscar Piastri, but Russell very lucky in the pit stops there. Slow. Oh, here's Lewis Hamilton. Just a second, trying to overtake Pierre Gasly there. Very close again. The second dose of DRS. But what's the problem is Lewis is not able to get a better exit of this second chicane. So and he's not. But here comes Lewis Hamilton round the outside. Is not able to overtake Pierre Gasly for the fourth lap in a row. What's the problem with Lewis is like he's not able to get a proper slingshot exit from that left right chicane of turn 6, 7 and 8, which is hampering him a lot. Lewis radio. I think Lewis's front wing, okay, maybe, yeah, Lewis's front wing is hanging there. So Pierre Gasly, as I said, Lewis Hamilton has been trying to make moves on Pierre Gasly, but Pierre Gasly locked up in front of Lewis, which caused Lewis to crash into him, and like a slight bump, and there's the front wing hanging of Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, if that front wing falls very soon, then it will be fine, but if it doesn't fall, then Lewis might be given a black and orange flag, which because of which he might be forced to come into the pit. So let's see what the FIA decide, but lock up there for Gasly, which costed Lewis Hamilton. As Lewis comes into the pits, so does Gasly. No, sorry, it was Ocon. Lewis comes into the pits, doesn't change the front wing. I think, yeah, he doesn't change the wing, and comes out in P15 ahead of Esteban Ocon and Kevin Magnussen. So yeah, definite contact there between the Mercedes and the Alpine. But now I think the Mercedes team are trying to make an undercut move on the Alpine, and let's see if they can last stop. Okay, so 3.2 seconds stop there for Lewis, so that will definitely not help in the undercut attempt, but let's see what they can do. As here is George Russell, who is kind of on a move in this race. He's running in 10th, is a net P3 at the moment, and the car in front of him is Alex Albon. But Russell with DRS, with fresher tires, easy move for the Brit, and moves up into 9th position. Already has made a gap of 3 seconds between him and the McLaren of Norris. So yeah, Russell strengthening the chances of Mercedes getting the P2 in the constructors there. So what Lewis needs to do there is just keep ahead of Carlos Sainz, and the P2 is secured. As in comes the race leader Max Verstappen in the pits. 2.9 seconds, maybe a very slow stop as compared to Red Bull standards. And Charles Leclerc is the new race leader, Yuki Tsunoda. Oh my, I never thought I would be saying this. Lewis radio. Okay, so Lewis is saying, as I said, because of the front wing damage, Lewis has been losing a lot of performance, maybe a 10th and a half, because of the hanging front wing. Let's see what, as I said, at the moment, Russell is doing a good enough job for Mercedes to secure the P2 in the constructor standings. What Lewis needs to do is keep ahead of Sainz, and the championship is secured and in the bag. As here we take a look again at Norris's pit stop. What was the problem? The rear left tire was very bulky to put on, and the Mercedes team took the advantage and overtook Norris and McLaren in the pit lane, as it's lap 17 of 58. The new race leader Charles Leclerc, who hasn't pitted yet, our provisional race leader after the pit stops are done, is Max Verstappen, who I'm not sure is on which set of tires. Let me check. Verstappen is on a set of hard compound tires there. So yeah, let's keep an eye on his lap times as well, as here is Esteban Ocon putting a lot of pressure on Lewis Hamilton. Then, as I said, Lewis Hamilton, because of the front wing damage, has lost a lot of performance front in his car. As in comes Charles Leclerc for his pit stop. Oh, slow stop there for the Ferrari. 2.8 seconds, okay, decent stop, similar to the Mercedes. Let's see where he can come out. Maybe behind or ahead of Russell, because that's the crucial position which Mercedes will look out for. Russell coming down the main straight, Leclerc down the pit lane. Yeah, Leclerc comes out of George Russell there quite easily. Let's see what Russell comes out ahead of Sainz as Leclerc exits the pit, and here comes George Russell. Just 1 second behind Charles Leclerc there. So the gap between Russell and Leclerc at the moment is 1 second. So the gap which before the round of pit stops was 5 seconds is at the moment 1 second. So yeah, Mercedes using a bit of the fresh tires but gaining on Ferrari, which are the main drivers throughout this whole race. As here is George Russell, who is gaining with DRS on Valtteri Bottas there. Is going to make a move in the first chicane this time. Yeah, late braking with fresher tires over Valtteri Bottas, easy move there. And the driver in front of him is the driver who is running in P2, Charles Leclerc, and all sides set on P2 in the constructor standings for the Mercedes and Russell. So Russell looking very pacey today. So guys, do share in the live chat. Can Russell win the race today? Like, it's quite early to say the least, but gap between Russell and Verstappen is just 4 seconds after 20 laps. So yeah, can Russell maybe keep up with his race pace and catch up to the Red Bull of Verstappen? Let's see, time will say that. As Russell putting a lot of pressure here on Charles Leclerc for P5 on track and P4 after the round of pit stops are done. Oh, but I forgot to say that watch out at front, it's Yuki Tsunoda who is leading the race. Our new race leader is Yuki Tsunoda. The young Japanese driver, 23-year-old, is leading his Formula 1 race. So definitely a memorable moment for him. As we follow on Russell and Leclerc there for the battle on P2 on track. Here is Max Verstappen, who is trying to make a move on Carlos Sainz. Remember, Carlos Sainz hasn't pitted yet. Verstappen has already pitted. So won't be a difficult move there for Max, as round the turn 5 they come. Verstappen with DRS, Carlos Sainz doesn't have DRS. Verstappen with superior straight line speed, much faster tires and much better DRS efficiency makes the mistake, passes Carlos Sainz, moves up into P3 and P1 after the round of pit stops are done. So yeah, Verstappen moves up ahead of Sainz and will be looking to build a as large gap as he can. And let's focus on Leclerc and Russell there. So yeah, I think Russell's tires might have dropped off a bit there, and Leclerc's tires are in the window now, and the gap between both of them, which was 2 cents at the end of the last lap, is 1.6 seconds now. So yeah, lap 19 of 58, Yuki Tsunoda is our new race leader, but after the round of pit stops are done, our provisional race leader is Max Verstappen, followed by Leclerc in P2 and Russell in P3. So at the moment, as things stands, Carlos Sainz will be Ferrari will be leading the constructor standings, but Sainz hasn't pitted obviously, and Lewis has already pitted. So yeah, and I didn't notice it. The round of pit stops are done. Pierre Gasly, if you guys might remember, 6 laps earlier was ahead of Lewis Hamilton, but after the round of pit stops, Mercedes has had a big undercut, and the Alpine is currently 5 seconds behind him. So yeah, Pierre Gasly not happy on the radio, complaining the team that they have shafted his race, but still 38 laps to go in this afternoon. Let's see what the Frenchman can do, as Lewis Hamilton is running in P13 and has struck off the threat of Esteban Ocon behind him. So yeah, we'll be trying to look forward rather than backward throughout this whole race, as here is Oscar Piastri, who has had quite a silent race this afternoon. Not the worst race, but not the best races of his career so far. And with DRS, easy move on Valtteri Bottas. Bottas, if you might know, has not pitted yet and is dropping off like a stone. So yeah, the Alpha 1 stop surely not the preferred strategy around this track. And here is Max Verstappen trying to make a move on Sergio Perez, sorry. Sergio Perez making a move on Daniel Ricciardo there, moving up into P11. So Sergio Perez throughout this whole race is marching in front, and here's Fernando Alonso making a move on Valtteri Bottas. So as I said, Valtteri Bottas dropping off like a stone, and will definitely like to come into the pits as soon as possible. So yeah, people who are on a charge are Russell and Perez at the moment. Russell, who started 4th, dropped off to 5th, regained 4th position in the pit lane again, and is followed very closely by Lando Norris there. The gap between them is 1.5 seconds. So I think Russell might have made 2-3 mistakes on the previous laps, because the pace of Mercedes in free is definitely much better than the pace of McLaren there. So yeah, let's watch out for those, as the constructors fight for P2 in the constructor standings heat up, and Sergio Perez sets the fastest lap of the race, as he sets after the all-time dropping Valtteri Bottas. And here we see the Ferraris running P4 and P5, Sainz leading Leclerc, but surely a swap coming in the Ferraris very soon, as with DRS Leclerc With slipstream, team orders Sainz lets Leclerc through, and Leclerc moves up into P4, and surely will be trying to increase his gap as much as possible over George Russell there. But as I said, the driver to watch out for at the moment is Carlos Sainz, as after the round of pit stops, it will be important to see where Carlos Sainz pulls out, because if he pulls out ahead of Lewis, then the standings might heat up a bit. But if he pulls out behind Lewis, then the P2 in the standings is definitely sealed for the Mercedes team. So yeah, let's see. As here is Max Verstappen making a move on Lance Stroll. Verstappen already pitted, Stroll already hasn't, and the next driver in front of him is Yuki Tsunoda. As the sun sets down, the lights go out for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The season finale, the round 23 of 23. Obviously, the race at Imola didn't go as planned because of floods there. But as we begin lap 22, race 22, and maybe win 19 for Max Verstappen this season, has won in all races, bar Singapore, Saudi Arabia, and Azerbaijan. So yeah, only 3 races: 2 won by Sainz, 2 won by Perez, and one won by Sainz. Rest all, it's Verstappen territory. You take race wins. No other driver has more race wins than this guy in a whole season. No other guy has more race last led in a season than this guy. Most podiums in a season, most consecutive race wins, and so many records broken this season. Most points, as here we see George Russell making one Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz tried to hold of George there for the sake of Leclerc helping him, but Russell has a lot fresher tires than Carlos Sainz, and it was not a battle to be fought, and Russell overtaking Sainz there. As here is Lewis Hamilton stuck in the battle of P12 between Ricardo, Bottas, and himself. Lewis radio. Okay, so Toto is saying Lewis that he is the second quickest car on track at the moment, and the lap time shows us as well. But Lewis will surely be trying to move in front of this traffic, because it is surely hampering his race and the team of Mercedes as well. Lewis staying behind Bottas and Ricciardo at the moment in P12 and losing a whole lot of chunk of time. So yeah, Lewis surely will be trying to make most of these guys sooner rather than later, because this dropping short Valtteri Bottas is holding off Lewis quite a bit, as in comes Tsunoda after leading for so long in the pits. Let's see where he comes out. Surely the AlphaTauri team looking for a one stop there, as out of the pits come Yuki Tsunoda into P12. So yeah, Lewis moves in front of him, Bottas moves in front of him, and Ricciardo moves in front of him. And Lewis, as I said, surely will be trying to make moves on the 2 drivers in front of him, and those are Ricciardo and Bottas. Lewis very close behind Bottas with DRS, will be able to make the move surely, as a lot of things happening on the track. Lando Norris with DRS make a move on Sainz, his close friend, but Sainz, as I said, I think the one stop isn't helping at all, and is losing a lot of places there. But let's see, there's still a lot of race to go. As he is Lewis Hamilton with DRS making a move on Valtteri Bottas, moves up into P10. The driver in front of him is now Daniel Ricciardo. Let's see what work he can do of him, as he is Carlos Sainz trying to repass Lando Norris there, but unable to do so. Sorry for the sound in background, because there's a lot of rain going on in here where I live. So yeah, please bear with it, as we are on lap 23 of 58 of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Max Verstappen leads the race by just 4.7 seconds. Not a big advantage. 4.7 seconds surely big advantage, but not as usual as we expect from Max. So yeah, still the race hasn't been sealed yet. We are not even half race distance done as we begin lap 24 of 58. Max Verstappen having an advantage of 4.8 seconds over Leclerc, who is followed by Russell, who is just 2 seconds behind him. Then it's Norris, who is 2.5 seconds behind those two, followed by Piastri, Alonso, Perez, Ricciardo, and Hamilton, who is chasing after Ricciardo. So yeah, as I said, fight for the P2 in the driver standings, constructor standings, is hitting up quite a bit here. Lewis Hamilton running in P9. Carlos Sainz, after the round of pit stops, is running in P15. So yeah, let's see what Carlos Sainz can do from here, because at the moment as things stands, Mercedes will be sealing that very important P2 in the constructor standings. I know I have spoken this word a lot of time in this live stream, sorry, but it's like very important, at least for the team point of view, because it's like an advantage of $10 million between the P2 and P3. So yeah, Mercedes will surely be happy if they get P2, but as I said, let's focus on the rest of the race. As Valtteri Bottas, again a dropping zone, is now passed by Esteban Ocon. So I don't know what the team of Alfa Romeo are doing there, because clearly the driver is not able, is not even going to finish in points if this thing stays as they are right now. So yeah, race of Bottas and Zhou surely started. Let's focus on the other drivers there. Carlos Sainz, who has recently pitted. As I said, let's focus on the constructor standings. Mercedes at the moment leading Ferrari by 3 points and trailing Red Bull by 445 points. So yeah, quite a huge advantage there out at front, but still Mercedes will be happy if this thing stays as they are right now. But sorry, and I'll catch you up to what has happened till now in this race. Since we were away, nothing much happened. The gap out of front stayed as it was at 6.5 seconds, maybe increased a bit, but yeah, nothing much looking there. And also, what else to look out for is the gap between Russell, Norris and Perez staying a constant. Not much changes there. And also, important thing to note out is the battle for P7 between Alonso and Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is at the moment, as Toto Wolff says, is the fastest car on the track. and is catching up to the back of Fernando Alonso by almost 7 to 8 tenths per lap. So yeah, the fight for the P2 in the constructors is definitely on for Mercedes, as it is lap 30 of 58. Sergio Perez, who is on a charge in this race, started P9, running P5 at the moment, and will surely try to catch up to Lando Norris and make a move as soon as possible. The gap between both of them is 4.2 seconds, as here is Lewis Hamilton pushing and barging his way and trying to gain as much positions as possible for the sake of his team and the sake of the constructor standings. As the sun sets down and the lights are on for the final time this season, the finale, the season ender, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Always a sad time at this time, because there's a sense that the racing has ended, and for the next 4 months, for the next 3 months, I will say there will be nothing, like some car launches, some off-track runnings, but not true real racings. But this is the time when the anticipation starts building. 1 month break for all the drivers and teams throughout the December, and as soon as the new year starts, is full push and full focus on the next year's car. New teams, new season, new hopes, new aspirations, new hopes of getting new champions. But since the last 3 seasons, 2 seasons at least, it has been one team who has dominated the sport like none has in the previous seasons. I think in 2022, Leclerc won 2 times, Sainz won 1 time, and Russell won 1 time. Only 4 races, and this season Sainz won 1 time. So in the last 45 races, I think Red Bull have won 40 of those races, 35 which have been scored by Max Verstappen. So yeah, no other team has dominated in such a way. Many teams have come close. Sometimes it's McLaren, sometimes it's Red Bull, sometimes it's Ferrari, sometimes it's Aston Martin, but none have been able to challenge the domination. But next season, surely all of these teams will be hoping to improve their performance throughout this winter break, and maybe move themselves up and fight Red Bull for those positions. As back to racing, we'll talk about the coming season after the stream ends, after the race ends, sorry, as it is lap 32 of 58 for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Max Verstappen leads the race, as he has been doing throughout the season. I think before he was coming this race, he led 951 laps in this season. So yeah, I don't think we'll be able to make it 1,000 laps, because there were a phase of 8-9 laps where Yuki was leading the race as well. Let's see, not sure what the number is at the moment. Then it's followed by Leclerc, who is in P2. 7.4 seconds at drift Max Verstappen. The gap between those two increasing like around 3 tenths per lap. Then it's followed by Russell, who is keeping a constant gap of 2 seconds behind Leclerc, followed by Norris and Perez, who is a man on charge, followed by Piastri, Alonso and Hamilton, who is chasing after Alonso in P8, followed by Tsunoda and Lance Stroll rounding out the top 10. Then we have at the fringes of the points are Ocon, Gasly and Carlos Sainz. And as I said, back to the constructor standings, Ferrari scoring 18 points, Mercedes scoring 19 points. So yeah, Mercedes will be winning getting the second spot in the constructor standings by 5 points over Ferrari as things stands. But still, 25 laps to go in this race. Nothing can be said for certain at the moment, as in comes Pierre Gasly for the pits and releases Carlos Sainz with 1 less car to overtake. The final stop of the Alpine team of this afternoon may be the season as well, if all the things go as planned. Let's see what I see. I think it might be the hard set of tires, maybe. Yeah, it's the set of hard tires. Slow stop there on the left rear, 4.1 second. Not ideal stop for Gasly there. Comes out of the pits in P18, just ahead of Bottas and Magnussen, and behind Ricciardo and Sargent. As I said, focusing on Sargent, this might be his last Formula 1 race, because as I said, throughout the season he has not been able to out-qualify Alex Albon for even months, and in the past 4 to 5 races he has been the driver who has qualified last. So yeah, that's not a performance Williams won for the driver, where the other driver has scored like 28 to 29 points this season. So if the battle, at the moment Williams are securing P7 in the constructors, but if next season the battle heats up, they might need a good driver to accompany Alex Albon. So still, let's see if Logan Sargent can still maybe get P11, P12 or something like that. That will definitely save his chances of getting a seat next season. As in comes Lando Norris for his pit stop. So this might definitely pull a chain reaction out at front. With the leaders coming in, Lando Norris, decent stop there, 2.3 seconds there, going on to the set of hard tires. Let's see how Mercedes respond. Do they come in the next lap, or maybe they think that they have the pace to match McLaren even on the old set of tires? As McLaren Norris comes out of the pits in P11, just behind Lance Stroll and ahead of Esteban Ocon. So yeah, great gap between Ocon and Stroll there for Norris. Let's see how he can make use of this free air and maybe catch up to George Russell out in front. As it's lap 34 or 58 for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Max Verstappen still, as he has been doing this season, is leading. Gap out in front is now 8.4 seconds, followed by Leclerc, Russell, Perez, Piastri, Alonso, Hamilton, Sunda, Stroll and Norris. As here is Esteban Ocon or Pierre Gasly. Yeah, it's Esteban Ocon who has pitted a lap earlier, I think. No, it was Gasly who pitted, sorry. Esteban Ocon who hasn't pitted, Lando Norris who has pitted is on newer set of tires. So yeah, the tires might not be as fresh as he wants, and Ocon putting pressure here. You sure we can't make the one stop work? Tire feel reasonable, there's a long way to go. Okay, so Russell asking the teams about that, can they stick to the one stop, but the team saying no, that there's a long way to go. And in comes George Russell to the pits. Let's see, I think he might go on the medium, but it will be hard surely. It's a set of hards for George, 3.1 seconds, so losing 8 tenths to McLaren in the pit stop battle the Mercedes. Let's see where George comes out of the pits. Passed by Hamilton, Tsunoda. Here comes Lance Stroll on the final corner. Round the main straight, under the pit lane, a very unique pit lane here in Abu Dhabi. Under the pit lane comes George Russell, and there is Lando Norris. Both drivers very close, and George Russell just manages to stay ahead of Lando Norris. So the undercut and the slow stop for Mercedes definitely working in the favor of Norris there. The gap, which was at 2.2 seconds, is now 0.7 seconds. So yeah, Russell radio. This will be outlap critical. So yeah, surely outlap critical there for Russell. Let's see if we can keep ahead of Norris. Is just this lap which he needs to try and manage, because as the tire rubbers in, the heat flows into the tires, which will definitely help Russell to stay ahead of Norris. At the moment, it seems that Russell has the measure over Norris. Is keeping ahead of Norris by about half a second here, because with the help of DRS in front. Just a second. As in comes the pits, into the pits comes Charles Leclerc. As I said, Norris's pit stop will definitely create a chain reaction out in front. Norris pitted, then the lap after pitted Russell, and the lap after is the Leclerc is pitting. So yeah, 2.6 seconds. So second quickest. Russell had a stop of 3.1. Then it was Leclerc of 2.6, and just a second. What is happening? I'm not sure this was random estimates. As into the pits comes Lewis Hamilton for his final pit stop. Again a slow stop there for Mercedes, 3.2 seconds. As Lewis Hamilton comes out ahead of Alex Albon into P12, is 9 seconds as drift of Carlos Sainz there. So yeah, quite a huge gap between those two drivers, but Lewis with fresher tires will be surely trying to catch up to Sainz as soon as possible. So yeah, lap 37 of 58, George Russell running in P8, Lando Norris in P9, but Russell here trying to make a move on Lance Stroll, and does so, moves up into P7. So yeah, this will really help Russell, as Stroll, as he's on an old set of tires, will be holding Lando Norris, which will be helping eventually Russell to pull a bigger gap for comfort. And in comes the pits, Oscar Piastri, so does Fernando Alonso. Out at front, lap 37 of 58. 21 laps to go in this Formula 1 season. Max Verstappen leads his teammate Sergio Perez by a gap of 16.2 seconds. But Perez hasn't pitted yet, and Verstappen also hasn't pitted yet. So both the Red Bulls are yet to pit. And after a round of pit stops, guess who will be the race leader? It will be Yuki Tsunoda again, I think. So yeah, let's watch him out. As here comes Oscar Piastri out of the pits. So does Fernando Alonso comes out of the pits. And let's focus on the gap between Hamilton and Alonso there, because Alonso was the man Lewis was chasing after. Before the round of pit stops, Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, the gap seems very close on the timing screens. The gap at the moment 0.2 seconds. Lewis with fresh set of tires, Fernando on the cold set of tires, just out of the tire blankets. Lewis surely will be trying to make a move Fernando there with DRS through turn 5. Easy move there on the fresh set of tires. Lewis Hamilton makes the move, moves up into P11. Now the driver in front of him is Oscar Piastri. But the main target for Lewis at the moment is Carlos Sainz, who as things stands will be level on points for the constructor standings with Mercedes. So yeah, Lewis Hamilton definitely needs to get these 20 laps. Get these 20 laps absolutely perfectly, as here is Charles Leclerc, who is trying to make a move here on Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki, who hasn't pitted, is running on the podium places once again. Leclerc, who's already pitted and on the fresh set of tires, is chasing after Yuki here, and will be trying to make good work of Yuki as soon as possible, because Russell is just a second behind him. So yeah, Yuki Tsunoda, if Leclerc is not able to pass Yuki on this lap, I think Russell might be very close for comfort behind Leclerc there. So yeah, Leclerc within the DRS range of Tsunoda, but Russell isn't. Leclerc with DRS is gaining. Okay, so Russell has DRS as well. Leclerc is gaining, and makes the mistake on Yuki and moves up into P3. Russell will be trying to overtake Yuki as soon as possible to remain as close to Charles as he can through the second DRS zones. Here is George Russell. Here is Yuki Tsunoda. Both of them is DRS. Yuki is gaining on Charles, but with the freshest set of tires, Leclerc keeps ahead of Yuki and Russell. Yeah, sorry for the interruption there. As I was saying, the battle between the constructors is heating up, and here on track, here on track at the moment, there's a 3-car battle for P8 going on between Sainz, Piastri and Ocon. Sainz making a move on Ocon, makes it stick, trying to make a move on Piastri as well, but Piastri, as he has been doing throughout this whole race, defends the inside line for turn 8 and keeps his position in P8. And behind them, chasing them, is Lewis Hamilton, who is currently running in P12. Surely he will be trying to get at least a point or two. Okay, so Lewis Hamilton, as I said, made a move on Fernando Alonso there, but Lewis complained that Fernando Alonso purposefully braked a bit earlier than the braking zone to brake test Lewis, and Fernando Alonso is under investigation for that. Let's see what if I give him a penalty or not. But here, as I said, the 3-car battle, Ocon was in front, Oscar Piastri locking up in the same corner for the 3rd time this race. Sainz getting a better exit than Ocon, moves ahead of him, but is unable to overtake Oscar Piastri there. As here is Carlos Sainz running in P9 and keeping the Ferrari hopes alive of getting P2 in the constructor standings. Lewis surely needs to make moves here as soon as possible because it will be, or else it won't be much better for his and the sake of Mercedes. I'm not sure what has happened because I know that Lewis was definitely in front of Fernando, but at the moment he's 1.5 seconds behind him. So yeah, not sure what has happened, but 18 laps to go in this race, and at the moment Ferrari are securing that P2 in the constructor standings. Leclerc ahead of Russell by 2 seconds in P3, and Sainz ahead of Lewis by 6 seconds in P9. So yeah, let's keep an eye on them as well, as he is Lando Norris, who will be trying to make a move on Yuki Tsunoda as soon as possible. Yuki, who hasn't pitted, is running in P5. Norris, who was expected to have a great race pace, but at the moment is not having quite a magical race pace as we expected him to. Like it was expected that he might be even challenging Max for the race win, but yeah, at the moment he is running in P5s and P4s. So yeah, won't be happy with his performance, but considering the start of the season where McLaren started, he would be very happy with his performance. So yeah, Russell radio, it's getting on. Okay, so George was asking on the radio to the team that are they ahead of the Ferrari in the constructor standings, and the engineer of Russell saying that yeah, Lewis is fighting his own race, and at the moment things seem to be normal for Mercedes according to the race engineer, but I don't think it's quite normal at the moment because there's a quite drop off in the pace of Lewis since this past few laps, and he hasn't been able to make moves. Running in P12, scoring no points. At least Lewis needs to score a point or two to keep the Mercedes hopes alive. But yeah, nothing Lewis can do at the moment. All he can hope is that Carlos's tires drop off clip at the end, because Carlos is surely in a one stop and Lewis following a two stop there, as Lando Norris sets the fastest first sector of the race. We are on lap 42 of 58. Max Verstappen leads the race by Sergio Perez, 16.2 seconds behind him. A further 12 seconds behind those is Charles Leclerc, followed by Russell very close behind him in 2.5 seconds, followed by Tsunoda, who hasn't pitted yet. Then it's Norris, Stroll, Piastri, Sainz, Ocon rounding out the points. Then it's Alonso, who is very close behind Ocon. Remember, those two have had passed, colliding a lot of times when they are teammates. What is our race, Ricky? I'm a bit lost. Try to go as long as possible, waiting for a safety car. Oh my god. Are Ferrari gambling on a safety car here? Because Sainz's team race engineer is saying that try to go as long as possible, we are waiting for a safety car. So yeah, if Ferrari might think that they can stop at the end and be safe, so I will say that they are quite wrong. If they want to stop, it's the final few laps. If they don't stop now, I think their race is surely shafted. So yeah, not good strategy there from Ferrari, because a one stop surely won't last till the end of the race. Still 15 more laps to go in the stint. Perez radio. Yeah, Sergio Perez has been set to box. Let's see where he comes out of the pits, as here is Fernando Alonso making a move on Esteban Ocon there. Easy move there for Fernando with DRS. Doesn't need to work hard and moves up into P10. As into the pits comes Sergio Perez. Quite fast up there from the Red Bull team, 2.2 seconds as we expect from them. As Lando Norris again sets the fastest first sector of the race, and I think he has decided to chase after George Russell now. Let's see what he can do. I think surely Russell will be given a call up to improve his pace as well. No, sorry, it's Oscar Piastri now. Oscar Piastri snatches the fastest first sector from his teammate now, as out of the pits comes Sergio Perez. Into P6 and into the pits comes Lewis Hamilton. Into the pits comes Lance Stroll, and Lewis Hamilton moves up a place further into P11 as Max Verstappen has been ordered to box. Max currently having gap of 28 seconds over Leclerc. I think the pit stop lost time is 22 seconds. So yeah, Verstappen should be easily safe of Leclerc there. So, Verstappen set to box, as here is Lewis Hamilton trying to overtake Esteban Ocon there. If Lewis makes this move stick, it will be 1.4 in front of his name, and with DRS easy move there for Lewis, moves ahead of Esteban. Into P10, Lewis Hamilton scoring 1 point for Mercedes, I would say. If as there are 15 laps to go in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, I would say if Lewis is able to overtake Fernando there, the constructors should be easily sealed for Mercedes. But into the pits comes Max Verstappen, 2.3 seconds, one time slower than Checo, but yeah, not a big deal there for Max as he comes out the pits. 5 seconds ahead of Leclerc there. So the gap before the pit stops, which was 8 seconds, is now 5 seconds, and surprisingly Verstappen is on a set of hard tires. So yeah, I think a medium set of tires might not be unavailable for Max there. That's why he's on the set of hards. As here is an incident involving Lewis Hamilton for the pit stop infringement. I'm not sure what is it, but if that gives Lewis a penalty, that will surely shaft his race by quite long margin. But yeah, let's hope that's a minor infringement may be resolved by a penalty. But we focus out at front, gap between Verstappen and Leclerc, 5.1 seconds, lap 44 of 58 of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. As George Russell is like dropping kind of behind Leclerc now at the moment, running third. Here is Sergio Perez making a move on Yuki Tsunoda. Man on Charles started 9th, is 5th, moves up into P5, 2 seconds behind Norris. If he keeps up his pace as he is on right now, surely he might be able to overtake Norris. Maybe Russell, not sure about Russell, but Norris is definitely in his sights as he is the live constructor standings. If things stand as they are right now, like Ferrari scoring 2nd and 8th, Mercedes scoring 3rd and 10th, so Ferrari will be snatching the P2 from Mercedes by 2 points. But I will still say Carlos Sainz is yet to box, and Fernando Alonso will be passing Carlos Sainz sooner rather than later. Fernando Alonso right on the back of Carlos there. Lewis will be back on the back of Carlos very soon as well. So yeah, it's looking good for Mercedes at the moment. Maybe by P2 is a P2. If they win by a point, if they win by 100 points, they will get the same prize money, and that's what matters to the team. So yeah, Verstappen radio. So yeah, Verstappen is saying that downshifts are pushing a lot, so maybe facing some issue with the downshifts. And if there's a problem like he had in Austin, if you guys might not remember, it has been a long time, but in Austin Verstappen also had some similar issues with the downshifts or something like that, which caused him to lose a lot of time, like around 8 to 9 tenths per lap, which brought Lewis Hamilton like in very close proximity of winning the race. 1.8 seconds I think it was the gap, but yeah, at the end Lewis was disqualified and the results didn't stand. But yeah, that was a hell of an interesting race, and so is this one as well. Not much fight for the lead, but the drivers in the bottom places are like giving it their all. And here is Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso, the two Spaniards fighting for P8 at the moment. Fernando Alonso P9, 9th at the moment. Carlos Sainz is 8th, but has a snap of oversteer at the exit. So yeah, won't be able to make a move on this straight. Maybe he will go next time. Just a reminder, we have 2 strikes for track limits. Okay, so Charles Leclerc has 2 strikes for track limits, and once more he crosses the white lines, he will be awarded a 5-second time penalty. So yeah, Leclerc says yes, he knows that he has 2 strikes of time penalty, and he will definitely need to be careful throughout the whole race now, as Max Verstappen out at front sets the fastest lap of the race. As we are on lap 46 of 58 for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, yeah, will be, so as I said, the pit stop infringement incident involving Lewis will be investigated after the race. So yeah, Mercedes and Mercedes fans will be keeping their fingers crossed that it's not a time penalty. At least fine is money fine is fine, but let's hope it's not a time penalty for Lewis. As here is Fernando Alonso chasing after Carlos Sainz, part 2. Carlos has only stopped one. Fernando and Lewis both have stopped twice, and at the moment, Fernando Alonso isn't even waiting for the DRS zone. Into turn 5, the hairpin, Fernando Alonso goes for the move and overtakes Carlos Sainz there. But I think Carlos with DRS is gaining on Fernando. Fernando Alonso gives him a fight, but Carlos Sainz with over set of tires is unable to make the move, and Fernando Alonso is able to keep ahead of Carlos Sainz and moves up into P8. Very close behind them is Lewis Hamilton as well into P10, trying to pick up the scraps and overtake Carlos Sainz for the sake of Mercedes and for the sake of the constructor standings. Lewis Hamilton with DRS and Sainz, Verstappen radio, display 3, position 7 will fix the downshifts. So yeah, the issue for Verstappen has been fixed now, I think, as he has been setting some fast laps in this past few laps. So yeah, lap 40, live driver standings at the moment. Lando Norris moves up into P4. Leclerc moves up into P5, Fernando Alonso drops down to P6, and also Carlos Sainz dropped down to P7 as well. So yeah, quite a lot of changes out there in the driver standings. Lewis Hamilton securing the P3 position. So let's see who is the best of the rest into P4. I think Norris has the upper hand at the moment, unless and until Sergio Perez overtakes him, which he is about to, because Sergio Perez running quite close to Lando Norris at the moment on the back of Norris, just 7 tenths separating those two. Perez with DRS is gaining all the time, and at the moment Mercedes and Ferrari level on points. So yeah, if you want one more overtake for Lewis there, oh, as I said, Sergio Perez was going to make a move on Lando Norris there. They touch the Red Bull and the I was trying to make some drama there, but there was no drama. The Red Bull and the McLaren touch, and Lando Norris goes off the track and keeps the position. Let's see what FI have to say about it. As he has Lewis Hamilton trying to make a move on Carlos Sainz there into the second DRS zone. Lewis Hamilton very close to Carlos Sainz with DRS, with fresher tires. 20 km extra hour pace advantage is gaining, moves out right of the system, goes on the outside, braves it on the outside, and on fresher set of tires. Carlos Sainz comes back, but Lewis Hamilton with much fresher tires has better grip, better traction, and moves ahead of Carlos Sainz into P9. And this just changes the constructor standings in the favor of Mercedes. So yeah, great move, great pass there for Lewis as he moves up into P9. Let's take a look back at the Perez and Norris incident. Perez went for a lunge down into turn 6, but I think Norris just turned in on Lando Norris, Perez there. So yeah, kind of a racing incident, no one's fault here. Let's see what stewards have to say about it, what Perez has to say about it. He just turned on me, Perez says that Norris turned in on him, and Norris says that Perez turned in on him. So yeah, same message from both sides of the garages, but here is Sergio Perez again trying to make a move on Lando Norris, part 2 here. With DRS is gaining all the time, breaks even more later than the last lap, and makes the move stick this time, and Sergio Perez moves up into P4, and surely will put his sights behind George Russell now, who's running in P3. And yeah, for the sake of P2 in the standings, as I have been saying throughout this race, Russell will try to keep ahead of Perez as much as possible, which will really help Mercedes, or else this will definitely, if Russell is being overtaken by Sergio there, this will definitely flip the things in favor of Ferrari there, Norris radio. That's a dangerous driving, he had loads of space here. I think it's kind of racing incident. Perez didn't went for a crazy dive bomb, and Lando Norris also like turned in a bit more on Perez there. Kind of racing incident, as it's 10 laps to go in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Live constructor standings at the moment, Mercedes leading Ferrari by 2 points and will be securing those that illustrious P2, not illustrious, P1 is the most illustrious spot, but P2 will be also a great result for Mercedes. So yeah, Mercedes at the moment securing that P2 in the constructor standings. As here is Oscar Piastri making move on Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki definitely going for a one stop there. I think at the end stages of the race he might surely struggle and might be overtaken by Carlos Sainz, maybe getting a point or two, not too sure. Let's see what he can do with this old set of tires. Currently gap between him and Fernando Alonso in P8 is 6 seconds, and our race leader Fernando Alonso, I will dearly love to say Fernando Alonso race leader, but at the start of the season it looked like Aston Martin have produced a car which will give Fernando Alonso a chance to get his 33rd race win. But yeah, as the season progressed, the Aston Martin dropped off a cliff and Fernando unable to get the win. But this is what Formula 1 is. You don't stay on the top forever. As Sebastian said, we have to remember these days because there's no guarantee that they will last forever. Enjoy them as long as they last. So yeah, Aston Martin had their fair luck, had a fair amount of podiums. Then it was time of resurgence for resurgence for McLaren. Then it was a time for domination of Mercedes, Ferrari, and at the end we have like Red Bull, maybe not as far ahead as they were at the start of the season, but still have a decent advantage over the rest of the field. Then Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren very close behind them. Aston Martin lost a lot of ground in the mid-season but have catched up and the 6th best team at the moment, followed by 6th or 5th? 5th best, sorry, followed by Alpine, Williams, Alfa Tauri, Alfa Romeo and Haas. This lowest team unfortunately had a much better car in 2022, the Williams team, but since then the performance has like dropped off and kept dropping off constantly. So yeah, as I said, Formula 1 is a development race rather than a driver's race. The team which is able to keep up with the development gets the glory, and the team which is not able to keep up the development falls off a cliff. So yeah, here is Lance Stroll trying to make a move on Esteban Ocon for P11. Lance Stroll, who was like 4 to 5 races absolutely in the bin, like not making moves, finishing P18s, P19s. But since the past 2-3 races, I think he has reinstated himself and has been performing quite well. Not quite as level of Fernando. Like at the last race, he even outperformed Fernando. But yeah, very close to Fernando as is expected to. So yeah, great racing there for Lance Stroll as he moves up into P11. Easy move there for him over Esteban Ocon with DRS. And here is Sergio Perez catching after George Russell, and the striking distance is within 6 laps. So yeah, be sure to tie to your seats. Let me know how much is the gap between Perez and Russell. Maybe we can make them fight a bit more towards the end if we oh, so that's not thinking for Russell, Leclerc. So what Leclerc is saying to his engineer that his engineer to inform him about the gap between Russell and Perez, because if Perez overtakes Russell here, the dynamics in the constructor standings will change absolutely, and the favor will turn in the hands of Ferrari. So yeah, at the moment gap between Perez and Russell is 3 seconds. Perez has been getting by half. Oh, 5-second time for Perez. What has happened? Oh no. Okay, so Sergio Perez has been awarded a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision with Lando Norris. So yeah, that collision with Norris has given Sergio Perez a 5-second penalty. This will definitely help the Mercedes, at least at the moment, because Russell, who has an advantage of 2.3 seconds over Perez at the moment, suddenly that advantage because of the penalty becomes 7.3 seconds. So yeah, the P2 getting more and more closer to the Mercedes as the lapses, as we are on lap 52 or 58 of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And at the moment in the driver standings, Charles Leclerc was 7th. With this result, we'll be moving up into P4. So yeah, quite a big jump there for Leclerc, and we'll be very happy if he gets P4 in the standings because P1 and P2 are the Red Bulls guys. P3 is Lewis, who has been performing very well this season. But I will say Leclerc will be much happy with his P4 performance. Surely got P2 last season, but last season he won quite a lot of chunk of races as well. But this season he has been unable to win. So yeah, Leclerc will be satisfied. Won't be happy, but will be satisfied with P4. And here is a replay of the incident between Perez and Norris there. As I said, Perez, I'm looking at the footages now. I think that Perez should have left more space for Norris there. So yeah, definitely Perez's fault and deserved penalty there for Checo. As we see Lewis Hamilton. Okay, so I think the race is quite calmed at the moment. Max Verstappen is leading by 10 seconds in front. Then it's Russell, who is 3.5 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. Sergio Perez, who is on a charge to say the least at the moment. Oh, and looking at Yuki's performance, I nearly forgot it. If Yuki is able to get the points he is at the moment, he will be helping AlphaTauri to be just 1 point behind Williams in the constructor standing. So yeah, the constructor standings battle heating up in all departments at the moment, but Fernando Alonso is very close behind him and will be definitely making a move sooner rather than later. But as I said, let's keep an eye on Perez and Russell, because Perez is definitely out of the penalty range of Norris there. So yeah, Perez will be finishing at least P4, but the thing that Russell will try to do here is at least keep within 5 seconds of Perez there, because if he's unable to do so, and if Perez is able to pull off a bigger advantage than 5 seconds, this will definitely play opposite to the hands of what Mercedes want here. So yeah, Russell definitely needs to push here. 5 laps to 50, still 5 laps to go. Perez has been like gaining almost 1.2 seconds over Russell. So yeah, if things stands as it is, Mercedes will be losing. If the pace stands as it is, not the things. If the pace difference stands as it is, Mercedes will be losing out to the constructor standings battle to Ferrari. So yeah, let's see if at least for 2 to 3 laps, Russell, being the Minister of Defense, is able to keep Checo at bay. At the moment, he might be using all his battery packs and so on to keep him by, as it's 5 laps to go. Our race leader Max Verstappen starts lap 54 or 58. It's the gap outer front, which is 11 seconds, and the gap between Perez and Russell at the moment is almost a second. So yeah, Russell is doing his best, pushing the limits of the track to keep ahead of Perez. If he's able to keep ahead of Perez for a lap or two, I think he might be doing enough to secure that P2. But yeah, the fight for P2 is getting closer and closer as the lap passes, as here is Russell, who locks up a bit into turn 5, which might give a Perez much better run and chance to overtake Russell there. But with DRS, Perez is gaining all the time, with the superior straight line speed of the Red Bull and the DRS and the slipstream and the much better engine power and the fresher tires. Perez is gaining all the time on Russell, thinks to go for the move but doesn't go for it and stays behind Russell here, but has a second dose of DRS here. Is gaining on Russell, is gaining, trying to go for a move, comes alongside him, goes around the inside. Russell covers off the inside, but Perez makes the move streak and moves ahead of George Russell, and the dynamics in the constructor standings instantly changes now, because now it's Ferrari advantage over Mercedes by a point. So yeah, let's see if Russell is able to stay within 5 seconds of Perez there, then it might be fine. But if Russell is overtaken by Perez there, then I think it's game over for Mercedes, as Carlos is scoring 1 point. So at the moment, Carlos scoring 1 point, Lewis scoring 2 points. So 1 point advantage is there for Mercedes, and Leclerc scoring 18, Russell scoring 6. So yeah, 5 points advantage for Ferrari Reynolds, and Mercedes has overall 4 point advantage. So yeah, either Lewis or George. If George stays within DRS within 5 seconds of Checo, it's fine. Or if Lewis is able to overtake Alonso or Tsunoda, it's fine. Or else it's game over for Mercedes in the constructor standings. It's 4 laps to go in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. As I said, the race settled a bit, but it's Formula 1. Till the last moment, you cannot say the race to be settled. As I said, the graphics proves it. Mercedes having an advantage of 1 point over the Ferraris there. But I'm sure that it's not possible with this older set of tires, but Mercedes will be definitely trying to go for the fastest lap. But yeah, even with the fastest laps, they can do nothing, because Ferrari have won a race. So according to the best race result considered, Ferrari might be able to snatch that position. But in this lap, Russell has been able to keep the gap at about 1.8 seconds to Perez, and there are only 3 laps to go. So yeah, Russell at the moment is doing a good job. If he is able to do stay where is it at the moment, it will be quite a goodness of Ferrari. But oh, is there a spoil in the party? Here comes Lance Stroll, trying to make a one Carlos Sainz there. So yeah, Lance Stroll can be the spoiler here for Ferrari if Perez gains 5 seconds over Perez. Let's see what Lance Stroll can do on much fresher set of mediums as compared to Carlos's old hearts there. Carlos Sainz, who has been on this set of tires for the past 30 laps, as it is 3 laps to go in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Max Verstappen lap after lap is increasing his advantage out his front, and yeah, as I said, George Russell is doing a good job there. He's staying within 1.9 seconds of Sergio Perez there. So yeah, if he keeps up his pace, surely the P2 is still for Mercedes. As we begin the final few laps of this Formula 1 season, this season will not be remembered for close racing, but it will be remembered for how a single person, a single team has dominated the whole sport. So yeah. Yeah, just a second. My live stream has been interrupted. I don't know. Yeah, it's back now. So yeah, what I was saying, the season won't be remembered for close racing. It will be remembered for close fight in the championship. The season will be remembered for how a single guy can dominate the whole sport, the whole season, and without even making a single mistake. And yeah, I think throughout this whole season, Max has been flawless, to say the least. I don't think he has made any mistake. Maybe a single mistake or 2 mistakes, but yeah, those are not considered mistakes. So yeah, exceptional job, not even good job, great job, exceptional job there for Max Verstappen. As here we see Yuki Tsunoda and Fernando Alonso. Yuki Tsunoda has been running on those tires for quite a long stint. Fernando Alonso with DRS is gaining and makes a move streak on Yuki Tsunoda, moves up into P7. Let's take a look back at the move. Fernando Alonso with DRS down the inside into turn 7. Easy move there from the Spaniard. Doesn't has to work hard. Late braking with fresh setup tires, moves up into P7. So yeah, this race has been much better for Fernando Alonso, as has been this recent part of the season, like last 5-6 races. So here is our race leader, Max Verstappen, the world champion, the man, the machine, the dominator. Leclerc radio. Oh yeah. So what Leclerc is trying to do here is, as I said, Perez has a 5-second penalty. So yeah, Leclerc is saying if the gap between Checo and Russell is less than 5 seconds, and then Leclerc will give slipstream to Perez and let him pass in the final sector. So which will definitely help Checo to at least create a larger gap over Sainz, over Russell, and maybe get that P2 in the constructor standings. And here we can see Leclerc has been slowing down on purpose, so to let Checo pass, give him slipstream, and like an extra few kilometers an hour advantage over Russell there. But I don't think it will be helpful as we begin the final lap of this Formula 1 season, guys. That's it. The final lap of the season. It's into the summer break now, into the long summer break. 4 months of no racing, only pre-season testing and all coming and stuff like that coming up. And I think Leclerc might be blocking Russell here as well. So don't forget to see some tactics being played here by the Ferrari boys. Yeah, Perez getting past Russell here at the moment. Perez with DRS. The gap between Russell and Perez at the moment is 3.5 seconds. So Perez still needs to gain by 1.5 seconds over Russell, so that he can secure that P3 on the podium. Let's see what he can do. Gap now to 4 seconds. Will Leclerc be holding off Russell? No, he is not. I think Leclerc might hold off Russell there, but good racing there, good clean racing there for Leclerc. As Max Verstappen round the final corner, the man, the machine, the dominator, the world champion, Max Verstappen comes on the final corner, and he has done for the 18th time and the 19th of the season. Max Verstappen wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to cap a championship winning season with victory in the final race, and he wins by a long margin over 17 seconds over his teammate Sergio Perez. And on the final lap, Lewis Hamilton makes a move on Yuki Tsunoda and moves up into P8, but Yuki makes the move back pass and moves up into P9. We'll keep a look at it, but Sergio Perez crosses the line into P2, then it's Leclerc in P3, followed by Russell in P4, Norris, and the next person to cross the line will be Piastri, then followed by Alonso, Tsunoda, and Lewis Hamilton very close behind Yuki there. The gap to 1 second. Lewis crosses the line into P9, and the Lance Stroll, final of the point finishers, moves is P10. So yeah, that's it for Formula 1 in 2023. Max Verstappen sealing his 19th win of the season out of 22. So yeah, never seen that before. Yeah, he is Leclerc on board. Let's see what he does here. As I said, he was playing some tactics there at the end. He let Sergio pass and let him take DRS, and which helped Sergio to gain an advantage like about 1.5 seconds over Russell. But still at the end, Sergio Perez being pipped by George Russell with 1.1 seconds, and Mercedes and Russell and Hamilton who claim the P2 in the constructor standings. So yeah, the work which was undone last season has been done this season. So Mercedes securing that P2 spot in the constructor standings, and he is on with Lewis. As I said, he passed Yuki Tsunoda, but made a mistake on that final lap and was repassed by Yuki there again. So yeah, that's it for the season, guys. 19 wins for Max, 21 podiums for Max. Only the race which he wasn't on the podium was Singapore. If he might have won on Singapore, it would have been like an 18 race winning streak for Max, which would have been absolutely crazy. But yeah, 19 wins out of 22, absolutely unreal. Maybe this thing we might not even experience in the future, you never know. But yeah, Max Verstappen pushing the limits of what excellency is. So yeah, great performance there from the Dutchman. Let's see what he says on the team radio for one final time this season, waving his hands to the crowd, to the lovely fans. And yeah, the fireworks enlighten the Abu Dhabi sky here for one last time this season. In 2021, it was heartbreak for Lewis. Verstappen radio. Okay, so there is Max Verstappen doing the donuts on track for one last time in this championship winning Red Bull machinery. 121 out of the 22 races this season, 119 races. Max Verstappen has led over 1000 laps, has had the most points, the largest championship winning margin, and all the records smashed out of the park this season for Max Verstappen. And for the one last time doing the donuts, thanking the fans in appreciation for all the support this season, and lining up in the P1 spot. Yeah, Max Verstappen saying on the radio, thanks to France Trust, because as we all know, it's the final race for the AlphaTauri boss. And as he moves away from Formula 1, he has produced some extraordinary talents in his career. So yeah, thank you France, thank you for all that. And Max Verstappen out of the car, waving to the fans, punches the air in delight, and wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for the 19th time. For the 19th time this season, is the winner. So yeah, I would say, if you want to dominate in such a way Max has done this season. Like no one can even point out a flaw except Singapore, which was more of a car's fault, I will say, than his fault. Like dominate in such a way like you have never before, and Max Verstappen has done so, punching the air, giving appreciation to his car as well, lining up in the P1 spot, going to the team. I think Max is relaxed now at the moment. He knows that the job has been done. He has done everything he could do, everything perfectly he could do, no mistakes, no flaws, nothing. And yeah, remember at the start of the season, we thought Perez Verstappen we might see a championship fight between those two. 4 races down, Perez 2 wins, Verstappen 2 wins, the gap between them just 3 points. But since then the season has turned in such a way that the graph of Perez has just kept slipping down, and the graph of Verstappen hasn't even dropped a single bit, has even kept increasing and improving. And I think average points for Max this season are 26 points. So yeah, just imagine, win on fastest lap is 26 points, and average points for Max are 26 points. Surely there are sprint races, but yeah, great performance there for Max, and even more greater performance for Joe's there, because his P3 secures the P2 for Mercedes in the constructor standing. So yeah, has been rapid throughout this whole weekend, George Russell, helping Mercedes to secure that P2 in the constructors. So yeah, Verstappen winning the championship by 219 points. So yeah, 290 points. Just a fun fact, the gap between the first and the second is more than the gap between the second and the last. So yeah, whole field in one place and Verstappen in one place. The man has been so quick this season. So yeah, absolutely surreal performance there from Max. This season will never be forgotten, and 2021 season will be remembered for close racing between Lewis and Max. But this season will surely be remembered for the way Max has dominated this season. So yeah, happy faces of Red Bull, quite a happy faces of Mercedes there, as they clinch the constructor standings by 3 points over Ferrari. Leclerc not so happy there, it's seen from his face. But yeah, Leclerc tried his best, getting P2 the best he can do, but had minimal support there from Carlos Sainz, who was unable to score any points. Finished 18th. So yeah, hard fortune there for Ferrari, scoring P2 last season, got P3 this season. So yeah, that's it for Formula 1 this season, guys. Thank you much for your support. It seems like a long eternity that when the season started. If you guys might remember, at the start of the season, we used to get like around 40-50,000 views on a live stream, and today we are getting 1500 views. Surely there have been many incidents involved in those, but yeah, the start of the season was good. The midway of the season was not as ideal as I wanted it to be, but yeah, the end has been simply lovely. Your support has really been incredible, I can say that much only, because yeah, throughout this whole season I had moments where I lost confidence in making videos, but you guys just always watched my videos to quite a large extent when I lost the hope. So yeah, thank you very much for all the support. It really means a lot to me. Here's Rosa's interview. Let's hear it. Yeah, George Russell very happy with his performance, saying that he wasn't 100% well in the last 2-3 races, but surely gave his 100% this season and only the second podium. Yeah, it's quite hard to believe, but only the second podium of the year for Mercedes, for Lewis, for George Russell, sorry, and seemed very happy, and delighted to secure the P2. And here's Russell Leclerc radio, sorry, Leclerc's interview. Yes, Leclerc discussing about the point that he is very happy with his performance today. Not maximum he could have done, but yeah. Also at the moment he's saying that like he wanted the first thing he wanted was Ferrari to finish P2 in the constructors, but they didn't. So yeah, Leclerc not satisfied there, but yeah, he said that he and the team could have done nothing better. So yeah. And here's Verstappen's interview now. And the crowd applauding Max, so that's good gesture from the crowd. Yeah, so Verstappen saying that he was kind of emotional on that in lap, and he will be because this car has given him 19 wins this season, like more other than any other driver in history. And he said that it will be hard to achieve this feat next season, but the team, the Red Bull, will surely be trying to try their best to will be trying the Red Bull team will be trying their best. The Red Bull team will be trying their best to develop such an amazing car next season. But I think, sorry, but I think that it won't be very easy for Red Bull to be so dominant. Like it's not impossible, but I will say like it's not very easy to be so dominant as they are this season. So yeah, if they are, it will be not good for Formula 1, but yeah, let's see next season will it be the Mercedes who takes on the challenge to Red Bull. Will it be Ferrari? Will it be McLaren? Will it be Aston Martin? Aston Martins are the outsiders there. But yeah, let's take a look here at Max Verstappen's donut as well. And Max Verstappen doing some simply lovely donuts here on the way to the grid as well. So yeah, great race, great season, great donuts as well. So awesome performance there from the world champion. Surely was a bit emotional on the radio in the interview as well, because he will like never want to end this season to end, because the way he has been winning, the way he has been dominant in this car, that has been just absolutely incredible. And here is Verstappen's donut, absolutely awesome there. So yeah, that's it for this season, guys. I can do nothing but thank you guys for all your support this throughout the season. Many case and case, maybe millions of views, not sure, maybe a million views this season. So yeah, it really means the whole world to me, whole world and a half, the whole universe to me. So yeah, thank you very much for all the support. Just keep showing your support as you are doing right now. For the next season, maybe the frequency of the streams might not be as it is right now, because surely I have some other exams, like some important exams, my 12th exams and other important exams, IIT exams. So yeah, the frequency of the streams won't be as they are right now, but yeah, surely more streams, better streams than this, because I'm sure these are like one of the worst streams out there on the channel, out on the planet. So better streams coming your way next season. Until then, please don't forget to like this channel, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, because if you have enjoyed my work, like if you really appreciate my work, the hard work, please don't forget to like the stream. And after the stream ends, be sure to visit my channel. And if you enjoy my content, if you like the content I'm making, please don't forget to subscribe as well, as every person's subscription really motivates me a lot to make more and more videos. So yeah, also just a short recap I have on my channels, the videos I upload on my channel, on our channel it should be said, are qualifying predictions, race predictions, qualifying results, race results, practice results, driver standings before race, constructor standings before race, driver standings after race predictions, constructor standings after race predictions, and also the the next season predictions will be coming soon, very shortly as well, like the early, like without any practice, without any idea predictions. The predictions after the practice will be coming as well, but the early season predictions will be coming maybe in a week or 2 times. Also there will be a video on the World Destructors Championship, like the driver who has had the most amount of damage to his car, and so much more video. So yeah, if you enjoy my content, enjoy my work, be sure to visit my channel and be sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, nothing I can say more. As I said, your support has been really incredible, and I just will say that please maintain this support and maybe keep it improving as the time progresses. As here is the podium for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the drivers coming out. First of all is George Russell in P3, the second podium of the season for George, and in a very important time securing the P2 for Mercedes. In the constructor standings, not the best of the season for him as compared to last year, but yeah, would be very happy with his performance, and yeah, will be very delighted. Here comes Charles Leclerc for P2 in this race, and P4 in the driver standings. Not the best of the seasons for him, but did the best he could in the qualifying and also in the races as well, but was very unlucky at times. And here is the world champion of 2023, the man, the machine, Max Verstappen, for the 19th time comes out on the podium as a winner, and for the 19th time this season, and for the 54th time in Formula 1, the third most time. It's the Dutch and the Austrian national anthem for Max Verstappen there. What I was saying, like, you know, like a national anthem is a identity of a country, to say, like a country is identified by its national anthem. Like when you listen to the national anthem, the first thing gets in mind are the scenic views of those countries, the places to visit and all. But when you listen this tone, the first thing that comes to your mind is the one and only person, Max Verstappen. That's how much he is also progressing his country as well. Like, he is a national superstar there in Netherlands, and yeah, he should be, because the way he has been performing throughout the season, throughout his whole career, It's been like absolutely incredible, and after such a long time, like I'm seeing a smile on Max Verstappen's face while he's standing on the podium there. So yeah, Verstappen surely delighted with his performance there, and he should be, because you don't often get to see such dominant seasons, and you might not even get next season as well, because the teams might surely catch up to Red Bull and might be giving a challenge to this man, or maybe you never know. The domination continues. Maybe the world record extended 20 race wins in a season. You never know. But yeah, all we know is this season will be remembered by just two names: Verstappen and Red Bull. They have been in a class of their own this season, absolutely dominating the race, dominating the seasons, and maybe going on to dominate this whole new era of the cars with the future of cars. I forgot it. Of the car with the ground effect era. Yeah. So yeah, the national anthems have been done here. Fans are on the track, and the trophy distribution ceremony for the final time will be starting very shortly. 575 points for Max Verstappen in 22 races. The most points total for any driver in the history of Formula 1 in a single season. Most podiums in a single season. Most consecutive wins in a single season. Most wins in a single season. And most importantly, 1000 laps led for Max Verstappen in this season. So yeah, what a year, what a trophy cabinet for Max Verstappen and for Red Bull. So yeah, incredible performance there for Max. And yeah, the commentators are discussing about that on the social media. You might have seen that they are showing some slight glimpses of the trophy, and Verstappen was trying to predict which race's trophy it was from that glimpse. So yeah, absolutely incredible that Max remembers which race he has won and how he has won. So yeah, absolutely incredible. As here is George Russell getting the trophy for P3, and for the final time this season, it's time for the champagne. So at the end, it should be said 2023 is the year to the level where Max Verstappen and Red Bull have taken the excellence to the max, and oh yeah, no much like bubbles on the track, because it says sparkling rose water and not a usual champagne. So yeah, not one of the most enjoyable podiums, but Max will enjoy it surely. Getting P1 in the drivers, Red Bull getting P1 in the constructors. Also for the first time in their career, Red Bull getting P2 in the driver standings as well. So yeah, simply lovely season there for Red Bull and for Verstappen. And thank you very much, guys. Thank you guys for all the support you have been showing me on this channel throughout the whole journey of this season. It really means the whole world to me, and yeah, I won't be forgetting this season, because at the start it was like one of the most loveliest time of my YouTube career. All courtesy to you guys. I'm surely confident that I will get this time next season as well. More support from you guys, I'm sure about it. So yeah, the drivers exiting the pits now, exiting the podium now, and for the final time. Yeah, Formula 1 is done in 2022 now, 2023 now. All sights on 2024, the next year's car development. But the teams before that will be enjoying their winter break, at least for a month or two, at least for a month I would say. Then the car development starts for next season, then the car launches, pre-season testing, and we are back in March for the Bahrain Grand Prix. But the race results are Max Verstappen for the 19th time this season is a race winner. Charles Leclerc getting P2, finishing the season on high, and George Russell for the third time, only the second time this season, is on the podium, is getting P3. Sergio Perez after 5-second time penalty finished second, was demoted to fourth. Then it's Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, and not to forget for him, finishes in 9th. And then Lance Stroll rounding of the top 10. And then the second half, we have Daniel Ricciardo, who at the start had a tear of his air duct, but recovered well to finish 11th. It's the knock-on. Gasly, Albon, Hulkenberg, Sargent finishing 16th and possibly his final race of the Formula 1 career maybe. Then is Joe, Sainz, Bottas and Magnussen. Let's hope Sargent, and then I hope Sargent gets a seat next season, but yeah. Now let's move on to the driver standings, shall we? The driver standings for the 2023 Formula 1 season. You guessed it, Max Verstappen, your world champion. They lead by 290 points over Sergio Perez, who has scored 285 points, leads Lewis Hamilton by a quite long margin, then is followed by Alonso in P4. Leclerc finishing P5 there. Oh, I thought Leclerc finished P4, but Fernando Alonso finishing P4 in the driver standings, quite extraordinary there. At the start of the season, it looked like Fernando might even finish P2 or P3 in the standings, but at the moment he's P4. Then it's Leclerc. Norris, Sainz, Russell, Piastri and Lance Stroll in the top 10. Then it's Gasly, Ocon, Albon scoring quite a decent few decent results for Williams. Then it's Tsunoda, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Zhou Guanyu, Kevin Magnussen and Liam Lawson and Ricciardo and Nick DeVries. All the drivers but Nick DeVries scoring point this season. So yeah, great season from the point of view of those drivers as well. Why they written Paul DeVries? I think that was a mistake from the side. They have written Nick DeVries as Paul DeVries, but anyways. Back to the constructor standings. Red Bull are your world champions and by quite a margin. 470, 415 points over Mercedes. Then Mercedes tipping Ferrari by just 3 points in P2 in the constructors. Then is McLaren after a slow start, getting off quite a good result here at the end, getting P4 in the constructors. Followed by Aston Martin, who for a long period of time were P2 in the constructors but dropped off a cliff, and P5 at the end. Then it's Alpine in P6, AlphaTauri in Williams in P7, AlphaTauri P8, Alfa Romeo P9, Haas in P10. All the teams scoring at least minimum 12 points. So yeah, great season, great domination there from Max, and that's it for the race, guys. I'll just quickly run you through the results as a tradition on the channel. We have been doing quickly running you guys through the results. So it's the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Perez, Norris, Piastri, Alonso. Oh wait. Okay, so yeah, in the instant that I was reading this stats, a fan has drawn a car on the the pit lane to congratulate Max, and that's like a beautiful piece of artwork from a fan there. So yeah, what I was saying, the race results in a quick succession are here. Just a second. Where the rest is, I'm not getting those. Just a second, guys. Yeah, there are no official race results. In the format the PDF or the image format. Let's check it on the FIA page. Just a second. Where are the race results? No race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix here till now. Yeah, let's start from this page. And the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix are Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Perez, Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Stroll, Ricciardo, Ocon, Gasly, Albon, Hulkenberg, Sargent, Zhou. And the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix are Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez, Norris, Piastri. And the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix are Verstappen, Leclerc, And the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, yeah. Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Perez, Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Alonso. Oh wait, is like I'm getting not much but quite a little bit emotional, guys, at the moment, because it's never a happy moment for us Formula 1 fans to say goodbye to a season at the end. But yeah, a season which has a start also has an end as well. So yeah, surely we'll be waiting for this. I'm not sure when the practice in the Bahrain Grand Prix starts. Just a moment, let me have a look at it. Yeah, we'll be not in March even. We'll be back in February. The 29th of February, the leap year, I think it's made Formula 1 specially. We'll be back on 29th of February for Formula 1 in Bahrain for the 2024 Bahrain Grand Prix. Can anyone challenge Max Verstappen? Maybe. Will Max Verstappen be dominating in such a way he has been doing this season? Let's hope so. But it's not good for sport, but it's at least good to watch. So yeah, let's see. Many questions will be answered in 2024. As the race results, I'm still searching for those. Yeah, no such results. Let's do it in this page itself. And at the moment I just read a message from Toto Wolff on Twitter that he's just saying that to all the fans back at home, just keep believing in us and we will be surely trying to deliver a great result for you guys. So yeah, great spirit there from Toto Wolff. And yeah, surely Toto, as a Mercedes fan, I will surely supporting you in the, if we have supported you in the good times, surely we'll be supporting you in the tough times as well. And we know that the driver championship and the constructor championship is coming our way very shortly. It's taking time, but we are getting them, sure. But yeah, I'm still not getting the race results. Where are those? But yeah, and the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix are Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Perez, Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Stroll, Ricciardo, Ocon, Gasly, Albon, Hülkenberg, Sargent. Oh, and the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix are Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Perez, Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Stroll, Ricciardo, Ocon, Gasly, Albon, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Zhou. I really get confusion Joe's name because it's like written Guan Yu and we had to read Joe. So yeah, and the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix are Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Perez. And the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix are Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Perez, Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Stroll, Ricciardo, Ocon, Gasly, Albon, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Zhou, Sainz, Bottas, and Magnussen. Yeah. So that's it for the season, guys. And the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix are Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Perez. And the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix are Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Perez, Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Stroll, Ricciardo, Ocon, Gasly, Albon, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Zhou, Sainz, Bottas, and Magnussen. So yeah, and the race results for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix are Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Perez, Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Stroll, Ricciardo, Ocon, Gasly, Albon, Hülkenberg, Sargent, Zhou, Sainz, Bottas, and Magnussen. So yeah, that's it for the season, guys. A really remarkable season from all of you. Incredible support. Incredible performances from Max. Maybe some good videos, maybe some not so good videos, maybe some interesting live streams, maybe not so interesting live streams from my side. But yeah, I tried to keep you guys entertained and up to date as much as I could, and I hope you guys enjoyed the stream throughout the season. So yeah, please be sure to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. As I said, every like and subscription really helps and motivates me a lot to create content throughout my journey on YouTube, and also like yeah, it really helps and it really motivates me a lot, to say the least, because it's really every subscription, like you know, the subscription counter, if there's even one lift in that counter, it really like is like very motivating. So yeah, thank you very much for all the support this season. Please be sure to show the support throughout the next season as well. As we begin new season, the points are reset back to 0 and we go racing in Formula 1 in 2024 again. So yeah, be sure to support me again. Surely the quality of the streams will be much better than this. My commentary, I will be trying to improve it throughout the summer break. And yeah, please, as I said, be sure to show as much support as you can. And yeah, that's it. Those were the final few messages before the stream, and don't worry, because there will be content throughout the summer break as well, winter break, sorry. Like I will try to keep content keep uploading videos at least almost daily. I would say maybe there might be some few days, 3-4 days where I might not be able to upload, but yeah, almost daily I'll try to upload the videos. So yeah, thank you very much for all the support, guys. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, I just don't feel like ending the stream at the moment. I just think that I just keep talking with you guys throughout, throughout. But yeah, racing and life always are a complete circle. If there's a starting line, there's also finish line as well. So yeah, really happy, really gutted with all the support you have been showing this season. And yeah, I don't just really feel like ending the stream, guys. But yeah, if you guys yeah, just before the end of the stream, just I will say, after the stream be sure to visit my channel, because on my channel, and if you enjoy the content on my channel, after the stream be sure to visit my channel. And if you enjoy the content on my channel, after the stream after the stream be sure to visit my channel. And if you enjoy the content on my channel, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like, if you think that the content is relatable to you as a Formula 1 fan and you really appreciate the work I am doing, so yeah, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really is very encouraging and motivating. And I'll surely try to keep you guys up to date and entertained is a perfect word, but like related, like focused on racing with all my contents on the channel throughout the winter break, also throughout the pre-season testing and the next season as well. So yeah, on my channel there is like week in week out, like they won't be after the season, because there is no race to predict for. They will for Bahrain, but after the weeks I will like the history related videos, like most wins in history, most podiums, most poles, most championships, and so on. Also some stats related to this season as well. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, because in normal race conditions there are like qualifying predictions, race predictions, qualifying results, race results, practice results, driver standings before race, constructor standings before race, driver standings predictions after race, constructor standings prediction after race, and also did I say practice results, driver standings, driver predictions, recovery predictions on my channel, on our channel. There's like qualifying predictions. There are videos on qualifying predictions, race predictions, qualifying results, race results, practice results, driver standings before the race, constructor standings before the race, driver standings after race predictions, constructor standings after the race predictions, and also most wins at that track, most podiums at the track, most poles at the track, and also next season predictions, and also the season predictions, and so on. Drivers qualifying predictions, race predictions, driver standings before the race, qualifying predictions, race predictions, qualifying results, race results, practice results, driver standings before the race, constructor standing before the race, constructor standings after the race predictions. And yeah, be sure to visit my channel because on my channel week in week out there is videos related to driver standings. Yeah. So yeah, after the stream, guys, please be sure to visit my channel, because yeah, on my video on yeah, so after the stream, guys, be sure to visit the channel, because on the channel week in week out, like on normal race weeks, I will be uploading videos relating to like history related videos, some stats videos and all in this winter break. But in general race sequence, it's like qualifying predictions, race predictions, qualifying results, race results, practice results, driver standings before race, constructor standing before race, driver standings predictions, constructor stand. So yeah, what I was saying, be sure to visit the channel after the stream, because on our channel week in week out there are like videos related to driver standings. So yeah, be sure to visit the channel after the stream is ended, because if you enjoy the content, then please don't forget to like this yeah. So be sure to visit the channel after the stream, and if you enjoy the content, if you feel the content relatable to you, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because it really helps and motivates me a lot. So yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, as I was saying, on our channel week in week out in normal race weekends, I upload videos related to qualifying predictions, race predictions, qualifying results, race results, practice results, driver standings before race, constructor standings before race, driver standings predictions after the race, constructor standings prediction after the race, driver standings predictions throughout the season, constructor standings predictions throughout the season, and also next season predictions and also most wins at the track, the race which is upcoming race, most poles at the track, most podiums at the track, and so much more. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. And yeah, thank you guys for all the support throughout the whole season, guys. Thank you guys for all the support throughout the whole season. It really helps and it really means a lot to me. So yeah, thank you very much. I will be keeping in touch with regular uploads, daily uploads. I will try to upload daily, and we'll see you guys for live stream back for the Bahrain Grand Prix on the 29th of February, I think. Not sure about the pre-season testing dates, but wait just a second, I'll check for the pre-season testing dates as well. Yeah, testing calendar hasn't been scheduled announced yet. Maybe it will be around 14th, 29, 15th February, maybe 15th, 16th, 17th February. Yeah, but officially for the start of the next season, I will see you guys 29th February for practice 1, practice 2. 29th February for practice 1, practice 2, 1st March for practice and qualifying, and lights out on 2nd of March. So yeah, thank you guys for all the support, and I'll see you guys for Formula 1 in 2024, and we'll keep in touch with regular uploads. So yeah, thank you very much for all the support. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Ciao. Thank you very much. Thank you.